available. Opportunities available through the German dual vocational training system, and how they can access this opportunity, what they need to do, whoever is interested, what are the kinds of trades that our students from Ukraine can easily access, and what is the process, how do they go about it. So we're happy to have you here. We have a specialist, and I would like to introduce Engineer Irabo. Engineer Irabo is a specialist in automotive mechatronics, and he trained in Germany within the framework of the German dual vocational training system, and he's a specialist in automotive mechatronics. You know, these are people dealing with the electronics in vehicles, for example. And so we're happy to have him here tonight with us, and we look forward excitedly to his presentation. So thank you very much, Engineer Rabo.
Thank you very much, all the people that are involved here. I will say God bless you people, because if when I came into this country, I have somebody that could even ask questions that were speaking for us. I don't think maybe all are passed through, maybe if I would have passed through them. But because after you are trying to soften ground for the people that may want to learn trade, and I believe if they listen to you guys, if they listen, sorry, somebody was like calling me. Oh, okay. If they listen, I know it will be very easy where others made mistake. They will not make mistake there. I thank all the people that are involved. As you rightly said, my name is Engineer Rabo. I studied automobile mechatronics. My schools were, it was the one in Gessikirchen, the SBI in Gessikirchen, then the Berishule in Gessikirchen. Then I was attended in Mal. There is a place center where the government train people for it, especially the way they want you to. Somebody is just trying to call. So where in the Mal, after housing, that is where I was doing the practicals. That is the government center where they train people the way they want you to know it in housing. Mainly from there, I first of all start working with Opel Duisburg, and after seeing all that place, and I find a better opportunity in the Mercedes in Düsseldorf, and I worked there for 1 year, and I now got opportunity to enter ThyssenKrupp Mulheim, and that is where I'm working presently, and I have unbefristed the working permit there, and so on, and I'm enjoying the work and I'm learning new things. Thank you very much. So let me go back to the question. The German dual vocational system. In Germany, there are special ways to learn one profession, which is this dual vocational system. And this, the dual training consists of a lot of practical work, because it's mainly professional job, and it has to be a form of in practical and a theory. And why do they call it dual? Because when you first of all go to the, maybe you get a trip where you register, and one thing, sir, here it's not like in Nigeria. You can just go to technical school to say, I want to go to technical school. Here is different. You don't go to school to register here. You go to a trip, like you can go to Ford, you can go to Mercedes. There are some other schools like SBR, SBH, since we are speaking English. Then if you register there, they have a trip. Then they will not send you to technical school, this Voucher, whereby that Voucher is 2 times in a week. You will do the 3 times in the workshop or in the workshop while you do the theory in the school. So then 1 time in a month, like 1 week in a month, you have to go to a place the government set out for you. Even if you are in a workshop like in a Mercedes, where they are teaching you how to do the repair works, the government wants to be sure everything the way they want you to know it, you understand it. They will send you to a place which is like in my time, I went to Mal. Every 1 week in a month, I must be in Mal, where they will teach you the way it is, the practical, where you will see the 3D working operation of that particular thing. Sometimes every week of it, you have one particular thing, like if you want to know about gearbox, they will tell you everything and the working operation of a gearbox. So that is how it goes. And this dual training, it consists of 2 ways. If you don't know anything about it before, you will spend 3.5 years. From there, they will tell you the year 1, this is spanner, this is plug, and everything. So if you already know something, like in my case, I was already working as a mechanic. I already attended school in Nigeria where I do the mechanical. So because I have done that one, I need to do 2 years now, which is Untitled. I will now start from not level 1 again. I will now start from level 2. That I don't need to, where they need to be showing me the past, what is the function of the tires and all those stuff. It's no longer there again. I will just start from the practical things, the theory things from level 2, which is Untitled here. So for the people that don't know anything about what they want to do before, they will spend 3.5 years in the school. But if you already maybe do something like you go to technical, you go to polytechnic, or you maybe university, I don't know what maybe you have gone for, you know more about it, you are only going to spend 2 years, which is Untitled. And that is on what is the meaning of the dual vocational service. And the second one, citizens from other countries, explain how they can access this education. In my own, it is the government that will give you a good shine to say you want to study. First of all, like in my case, I was dealing with the job center. And it is the job center that gave me good shine to go and look for school, in which I now look for.
Good shine is voucher.
Yes, you know, okay, voucher okay, sorry. That is most of the things. I'm not missing this thing. So voucher, that voucher means they will pay for the school. I cannot just wake up now to say I want to go to any school to go and look for school, because who is going to pay? Because the cost of the school is very expensive. Because during the time, they will be paying for your housing accommodation, they will be paying for your ticket. Anywhere your practical is, like my own was in Mal. After Reclaim Housing, they also pay for this ticket to go to all this extra learning. And anywhere you want to go for excursion, they pay. So it's very expensive. Because of that, you can't do it alone. It is this voucher they give you. Once you now have this voucher, you cannot search for the school you want to go. But sometimes your file manager or the person in charge of your case can search around which of the school is closer, or when they find one for you, they will not send you there to go and make a registration. But with that, government is not involved. Like also they call the Federal Employment Agency. they are also involved. If they are not involved, they don't give you that good chance, it will be difficult. So that is for one, you have to convince that fire manager before, if he's able to give you that one. In my case, what I did, I tried to be nice even when I have been going to my fire manager. When he said, go and learn the language, I was doing everything. Immediately I finished, he said, yeah, it's time I have to work. That is why I told him I have a problem. In all my life, I have been doing mechanic work. I can't work in the lager. He said, why? I say, if I go there, I will be sleeping. When I said, okay, what do we do then? I said, I have to work with what I know how to do best. That is how we now enter my case. That's okay. If I will not disappoint him, but if he send me to school, and I do all the promise, I will not disappoint. And that is how he gave me that voucher to go and look for school to go. So that is how I do my own. But the SBHS minus B minus H.de, if you go there, if they get any voucher, anything you want to study, those schools, they scatter around the whole country in Germany. They have schools everywhere. You can get anything you want to study there. They can also give you information how you can go about it. But you need the voucher first. Without the voucher, they will not able to take person direct because of the payment. How can I access the system? How they can access the system? Okay, which I just mentioned, the SBHS minus B minus H.de. So if you go there, all the information, everything about to study, they are there. They are into, it is this school. I do my mechatronics. They are into welding. They are into electrical. They are into painting. They are into everything professional handwork. They are there. I think there should be the best place to search for schools in case one have a voucher to use. So any questions so far, sir?
Please, can you give us the website again?
Okay, HTTPS. HTTPS.
Yeah.
Double point. Then the two slash. S minus B minus H.de.
H.de. Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So anything about handwork, professional job, these people, they are not in one state, they are in every state in the country. So anything one wants to learn, they would be very helpful and for that, sir. Okay, any question? Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Engineer Rabos. Please still stay there. There will be a lot of questions. I would like to hand over to our moderator for today, Mrs. Teresa Fane. Please, sir. Mrs. Fane, please, could you kindly take over?
Thank you very much, sir. And thank you so much, Engineer Rabo. Those have been real vital informations. And like you said, when you came in, this opportunity was in there. You had to search it out for yourself. So it's a good thing that we have you and we have the president of NIDO here to help us out so that we do not have to go through what you went through. And those that are coming after us would also enjoy the same thing.
Exactly.
Right now, I mean, I said people should drop the questions in the chat box, and right now we only have one question. But I think we can start with that. I mean, people don't get to, drop immediately, but as it goes on, more questions definitely coming. So this person says, is it same as Ausbildung? Okay, so this question is not complete. Ashmo, if you could ask your question again and be clear, because this is not complete, but I'll go ahead with the next one. This person says, I'm sorry, sir, I missed the parts of your information. Where do I get the voucher for the Ausbildung, and which agency is responsible for it?
Okay. Like I will use my case because that is where I have an example to give. We all know once you are in this country and well, maybe you are with social or job center, let me put in that form, there is somebody they are attached to you that you always go if you have a problem, maybe if you're, that is after your case. So it is that person that were dealing with me. When I finished the language school, and they sent me to another person that will help me look for work. It was that place that we entered the discussion. When they asked me to go to work, I said no. The only thing I can do, I don't want to go to lager job. I have a professional trade which I've been doing or which I like to do. So which did not ask me which. I told them as a auto mechanic is what I do before in Nigeria. So that is how we open the case. To go straight to the question, I believe that person that is dealing with them, they must speak to.
Thank you very much for that. For those that would like to ask their question, but unmute, just raise your hand and we can pick you up if you would like to ask your question yourself. Okay, so I have some questions here and I'm just going to read them one after the other. So one says, how long is the Ausbildung?
Okay. Normally, Ausbildung in Germany is 3.5 years. But if you already do it before, like I was, maybe you already, I was a mechanic before, already on normal mechanic, because there is difference between auto mechanical with electric and normal one. I did the normal one before. Because I already know about it before, then I will do 2 years, which is Schulung. But it's very difficult. You must know it because within that 2 years, they believe you are what you need to do for 1.5 years. Now you have known it already. So if you know you don't know anything at all before, just go for the 3.5 years.
Oh, okay, okay. So just make it clear. That means if you have an experience already in the field, it's not going to take as long as it would take for someone that just wants to learn. Okay, thank you very much, sir. And the next question here says, how much is the salary, for example, in your field? How much do you like to put an estimate for it?
Okay, thank you. Where is very good is immediately you finish this school, no matter the stress you have, and if you start to work, you'll be able to overcome it. The salary is very good. If you decide to work in the workshop, okay, my own, I will use it for example, because I'm a mechanic. If I say I work in a workshop that is close to me here, you can get 1,800. That is for normal workshop, but I choose not to because company pay more. Like my standard salary now is 2,800. Standard, if you do afternoon, all those afternoon payments, or you do night, they work in the night, is not inclusive. But the standard, if I just say, okay, I don't work afternoon, I don't work night, 2,800. But if you work maybe afternoon, and you know sometimes they call, let me show, just to encourage them. Not that I just want to be proud of myself. Yeah, just to encourage them, because I love you guys, what you guys are doing, and for me to also play my part. Let me just, this month, there are some months I got 4,000 euro plus. I want to show them the payslip so that they can see, because if they call Sunday work.
No, you don't need to make that effort. It's okay, Mr.
Okay. Yes. It's just to encourage them. You understand? It's not that I'm proud that I take such a money. If you are working either in Mercedes, sometimes now because of the corona, there is a lot of bestseller other people made, and they are not able to complete it. So with this, They want you to work on Saturday. They want you to work on Sunday. And the more you do all this, they pay you. I just one boy I picked on the road. He came from Italy. I picked him in, a friend picked him. I brought it to me. And I encouraged this boy to do freezing leg, this ties, how to lay ties. He worked with Monovia. Now they gave him a car. And now he walks everywhere with the car and he's having a good salary. And if you drive more than 100 kilometers, they pay you in every week 100 for that. 400 is already there. Plus his feeding, he gets more than 3,000 something. So I think if people, no matter how it is, and they're able to do it, it's a game changer. So
Okay,
let me
sir.
stop for there for now. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. I have a follow-up question to that. You said something about if you're working standard, you get this particular salary. So is there no,
please.
let's say, work hours that you don't have to exceed? Do you have any restrictions on how many hours?
Okay. That is, all this one depends on if you work in like I've been a mechanic, I work in the workshop. That is standard. I go 8 o'clock, I close 4:30. But in the one for companies now, if we do 3 shifts, either you go 6 o'clock and close 2 o'clock, or you enter 2 o'clock and close 10 in the night, or you enter 10 in the night and close 6 the other morning. So Tuschlag, what is Tuschlag in English?
My German is not that good, sir.
Okay. There are some, because you work in the night, for you to work in the night, they pay you maybe from 12 o'clock, they can say 50% increase because you work in the night. That is what makes the money more bigger. And on Sunday, you don't need to work. They can tell you, because you work on Sunday, a place you're supposed to take like 150 euro a day, they will make it times 2, 300. This is what makes the difference. But if you decide, say, no, I want to do my normal work, I go my 2 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I close 2, then you will get that about 2,800, depends on the company. So when you do the extra work, I don't know what the Tuschlag in English, then that is where the money become bigger. So that is it. Thank you.
Understood. Thank you so much, sir. Can you talk about like the basic requirements to get an Ausbildung place in Germany?
Okay. Yes. In my case, if you already go to at least technical school or polytechnic, that one enable you, what you studied there, enable you to start here. Or if you want to do 3 years, if you do secondary school in Nigeria, then you have not learned any trade before, it means that one can qualify you to learn it. Okay.
So it just depends on what qualifications you have. And
yes, please.
Is language also a requirement?
Yes, that language is a big barrier. It's a big barrier. My case, just 6 months language course is what I did, but it was a big problem. I was having headache for more than 6 months. I don't hear what they are talking, because the truth of it, there's what is called Fachgesprache. That is, it's not just as me and you talk now. Yeah. You answer. Like doctor now, if doctor write all these their slangs now, it's only a fellow doctor that can understand it.
Yes.
They are. This is how, when they are still teaching, they will just mention one thing. All of them say yeah, and I don't hear anything. So it's a big barrier. But there is a way I did my own. That is where I use that language. My director made mention of just now, that the lazy man do the hardest work in Germany. I knew this is what I wanted. I got the opportunity. And when I finished from the school, I closed 4 o'clock there. I will from there move to another school where from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, they will be taking me one-on-one for me to be able to get it. So, but it has to do with your motivation from you. The language easy, but they are not going to speak English in class because you are with German students in the class. They cannot be speaking English to teach you while the Germans are looking. So the language, at least they expect B2, but some people, if you have good file manager and you are very good, they say you are dedicated, they might risk that 6 months behind. So that is that one.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. So let's say, for example, I go for my Ausbildung and I'm done. Is it possible for me to start a business? And what is the process to start my own business?
Yes. To start a business, all these things, if you have the takeoff, yes, you can start. If you have the what will enable you to do your work successfully, yes, you can start.
Okay. And is it possible for you to talk about the process? What do I need to have? What do I need to have maybe achieved or gotten for me to start? Or is just something I can just say, okay, I just want to start anything in terms of registration and areas like that?
Okay, yes. For you to work in this country on your own, you must register that business. That is the only way you can do it. But the registration are not difficult. There is name one mark company. You can decide to join, as I have it now, or 2 people can join together. You can also do it. Yes, you can. It's possible.
Okay. All right, thank you. We have more questions here. So the first question I was asking about Ausbildung says, with the technical school, is it the same thing as the Ausbildung too?
Yeah, technical school and Voucher mean where you learn. It's just like technical school, yes, please.
Oh, okay. So technical school and Ausbildung can be related.
Yeah.
All right. This big personal question says, how long do you have? Oh, okay, it's not a personal question. How long do you have to have lived in Germany before being qualified for a vocational study?
Normally, I don't think you have a yes, you can. But if, for example, you come now, you have the resident permit of this country. Then, if you're able to do the language, maybe up to B2. If you said you want to go to start this technical school or Berufsschule, you can go. You don't have say you must spend so years here before you can do it. No.
So it just depends on how long it takes you to be able to learn the language and have your B2, right? Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Okay, so Joseph says that when I came to Germany, Hamburg, I went to immigration office to register for residency permits with my valid documents, but they took my passport from me. So how can I get a job?
I think for now, he has not finished with this, his document in this country. He has not finished with the process. Until you finish with the process, because let me also explain to them, it's 2 ways. When you are fighting your paper like this, you are with the social, ordinary social. Then those social sometimes they can only send you to how do I know it? Let me find the English word in you only look for, maybe you don't know what to learn. Any school you can go, that you don't write exam. So sometimes they will have a talk about housing. When you go there, you can go to wedding department, you just see how it goes. At the time you check all of them, you can say, oh, I love this one, we do woodwork. But those social different from job center. Job center, when you now got your papers, maybe you cannot be in job center. During my time, it is the job center that have power to send you to school. Ordinary social, if you have not gotten your resident permit, cannot able to send you to this to school to go and study anything. During my time, I don't know if it has changed now. I said my master there should get more information. But during my time, social can't do anything that you will write exam. Vorbereitung, no Vorbereitung. That you just check yourself, what can I do, and all those stuff.
Okay. So the difference between the socials and the job center. I mean, the next question is also related to that, about not being registered in the job center because they demanded for a fictional certificate, which the person does not have. So it says that it's stuck with the socials, but they do not have such information. So he's asking if there's a way he can do it himself without the help of job center, I think.
Is it, no, let me get clear. What, is it the school or what? The school?
He says, I am not registered in job center because of the fictional certificates, which he doesn't have. So he says it's still under the socials and they seem not to have such information. So it says, please, sir, is there a way we can do it ourselves?
No. The reason is to study maybe under that Voucher, it's more than 150,000 euros. So you cannot handle it yourself. I'm not saying some people cannot, but what I know is through this government agency have not done private one if you want to come and study here on private ground. Like the school I went to, the time was trying to say, okay, let me bring some Nigerians to come and train there. They told me they don't have that certificate to train somebody from our side. So I cannot really speak on that private one. I only know about the government.
Okay. So it's just impossible to do it individually. Okay. Talking about the voucher, Clement here says that how can he get the voucher without a certificate to stay here?
Okay, let me come in. Oh, sorry, let me come in. If he applies for protection, they will give him, before the decision is made on that application, he will be given a Fiktionsbescheinigung. This Fiktionsbescheinigung, he can use that to register at the job center. And the job center, if he now tells the job center that he likes to learn a trade, actually they have a guidance and counseling service at the job center. Then he can look at what he would like to do. So if he now goes, for example, if he wants to be like engineer in Rabo, he wants to become an automotive mechatronic, he will now have to look for a company that can train him. So that company will now give him what they call an Ausbildungsvertrag. This is a training contract, so to say. So that training contract, you will now take it back to job center. The job center will now take over, will now assume the sponsorship of the training. That is the process. For example, in Berlin now, if they go to job center, the job center has agreed to sponsor the training of people from Ukraine, of refugees from Ukraine, including all country nationals. You know, so I don't know how it is in other areas in Germany, but at least in Berlin, I'm sure of that. You know.
Yes, sir. If you are able to convince the person in charge of you and they give you that good shine, just take it to any school. They will write the contract, send it back to job center, or the person. Once that one signed, your admission done. That is just it. It's also like that, yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. We have someone I would like to ask question directly. Clement, I've asked you to unmute, so kindly unmute and ask your question. Clement, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So you can ask your question.
Okay, directly?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm asking because I have registered in the Ausländer Behörde with for protection, but they didn't give me a fictional certificate. So I want to know why. If I can, they gave me a certificate which shows that that my documents are being under review. That's the certificate they gave me, but I want to know why. and if they can give me a fictional Vishandigon maybe after the review, because I've done this registration for over 1 month now. I'm yet to receive a fictional certificate. I don't know the reason. So is there a way I can use this one they gave me, which is written that my documents are still under review, to go to the job center?
I think you can just go and ask at the job center. Just don't assume anything. Simply go to the job center and tell them, here I am, the paper that I have, and let's see what they say. You see? So don't be scared. Yeah. Just go to them and ask.
I have gone actually, because normally if you get a fictional Vishandigon, you can go to the job center and you will not be under them, you will not be under the socials anymore. I have gone, but they are still demanding for the fictional certificate. So, and I'm yet to receive it. I don't know my fate. So, and I don't know the reason why the person in charge of our case is not giving us the fictional certificate, though it's not just me. We are many anyway.
In which city are you?
I'm in Baden-Württemberg. In Ulm.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll be going to the next person that would also like to ask the question directly. Joseph, kindly unmute and ask your question.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you very much. My problem is that I'm a medical student from Ukraine, Karazin. But when I came to Hamburg to do my registration, like I said, I went to the immigration office. They took all my documents that to prove that I'm really a student. They even confirmed from the school. And then they picked my passport. They seized my passport and everything that I should come for an interview on the 10th of October. Meanwhile, we have the deadline, that's 31st August. And then I want to go to the school as our boss here. I don't care about the medical side. You know, in this situation, I can leave the medicine side and do the engineering side. So that I also become somebody in future in Germany. So in this situation, what should I do? Thank you.
Okay, sir. One thing I will say there, because even now they are looking for more workers in Germany, with the best of my knowledge, to the extent they are not even thinking how to go to the nearby country to bring some workers from Poland and all those stuff. What I will just encourage us, let us not lose hope. And one of my brother that said, that was talking about medical just now, there are other courses here, like all this, that is also one thing we appeal to us. Don't just do something that is not in your line. Like, because I'm a mechatronic, you just say you want to do it, will not help you. Look, every courses are here. Anyone that you think, like all these nurses, all of them are here, and the nursing course, there are different types of it. So what I will just advise, look for the one that you know something about. It will help you better, because when I say my language was not good, I did just 6 months. But what helped me was because I was already good in the practical. In my class, I don't look paper to dismantle motor. And the most of the Germans, they will hold the paper and be saying which not to lose. They will be doing it. And because of this, that one gave me an edge. Everybody wants to help me. Because they knew I'm good in practice. So I will encourage us, just in that your area, that your field of specialization, try to look for the course you will do there. And I think that one will help better. With what I have here, they say the choice is here. There are currently around 350 different dual training occupations for young people in Germany. In order to find the right one for you, you should first consider what you enjoy and what talents you have. Which school subject do you find interesting? Do you like working with the people? Do you like to work on the PC, or do you rather work on large machines or with tools? As soon as you know your your internet, maybe.
Yeah, you can continue, sir.
Okay. Okay. So as soon as you know exactly what your wishes are, then you can start looking for the right training. Because there are some people now, anything about mechanic, you tell them, as you just tell them, they say, what did I just say? They will forget it. So don't just jump into any trade and start learning. That is my advice I will give us.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir. And I mean, like you said, it's important that you do something that you have passion for. So
Yes,
you don't
please.
end up struggling. And even for students to, I mean, applying for masters, I remember when I was applying, you had to, the subject I was applying for had to have a link to what I did for my bachelor.
Yes.
Without
Yes.
that, no admission. So it's the same thing too that applies to, trying to learn a work or do Ausbildung. It should be something you have passion for. I think Germans are so very keen on that because they do not want you to struggle in that field. They do not want you to struggle in that area. So it's important that for everyone on this call, and you'll be going into any of these things, let's say it's something that you have passion for, something that you would enjoy doing. So it's not just making the money, but you also enjoy it. Do we still have more questions, or we just happen to have answered all of our questions? If you want to ask directly, you can just raise your hand and I'll ask you to unmute, or you can type it if you do not want to ask directly. Okay, we have one person. Yeah, Emmy, I've given you permission to speak. So kindly ask your question.
Hello, good evening. Thank you so much for the opportunity. So I want to ask, I know that you said you're an engineer. I'm a medical doctor from Ukraine. I want to ask, is there an Ausbildung for like medical doctor, particularly, not nurses, but like a medical doctor? And a follow-up question is, after the Ausbildung, do you get like a resident permit automatically, or how does the process work? So that's my question. Thank you, sir.
I think the one that has to do with like medical doctor is not under Voucher. So I think that one has to under university and all those. That is to the best of my knowledge. So you cannot do medical doctor in Voucher, except the other ones like all these old people's home and all those stuff. But that is not like a medical this. That is the best I can say there. For the other one, when you say if you, after finishing that one, if you will get resident permit, I don't really know, except in some scenario, if without resident permit, if they will give you paper to go and do this, except my director here, we answer that. I don't know more. I can't say more. Yes.
Thank you very much, Engineer Rabo.
Yes, sir.
Normally, if you are admitted to undergo this vocational training, you will be granted what they call the Ausbildungsvisum. This is training visa. So the Ausbildungsvisum will cover the period of your training.
Yes, yes.
So, and after the training, they will give you 2 years work visa, a work permit and resident permit after the training, so that you can look for work and start working. Normally, during those 2 years, if you start working in a company and you are earning money, now they will give you permanent resident permit after the 2 years. If somebody who finishes that training within those 2 years, if that person refuses to work, like that person applies maybe for social and for welfare support, and it's not working, they will not renew the Sunday. But somebody who is working, but the fact, like Engineer Rabo already said, they are looking for people in Germany. Germany at the moment is facing an acute labor shortage in many, across all sectors. So they don't even have enough people to train.
100%, sir.
Trainees, and which is why under the new law called the Skilled skilled immigration law, the skilled labor immigration law that came into effect in March 2020, they even give people from abroad the opportunity to come to Germany and receive training. Somebody can be in Nigeria now and can apply to train in Germany. So there's a process for that. So that's how difficult the situation is in Germany, that they now provide an opportunity for people to come from outside the country to come and train in Germany, you see.
Yes.
So you have wonderful chances. If you are interested, we are going to post some videos, some also links, whereby you also read more yourself in English, and then you can, of course, because Engineer Arabo won't be able to answer all your questions today.
Okay, so let me also encourage us. One thing I know about working in Germany here, sometimes where I work now, it doesn't mean all the people that work in Mercedes, all of them, they only just do either mechanic or mechatronics, because there is no worker. As far as you do this Ausbildung, sometimes anywhere you want to work, they can take you. In Mercedes, Düsseldorf, they do sprinter there. We produce 600 sprinter a day. The morning shift, 250 sprinter bus. The afternoon, the same. So they don't even have workers. Even now, when the Tesla now come to this, we got the two-secret Moonlight got the contract to do Lincoln steering for this Tesla that is in Berlin. Till 2030, every work is secured there. I don't even know how many thousands of this thing they need. So they don't even have people to work. The people that can do all this work. I know it might be difficult, but don't lose courage. Just try and sometimes be going to your office every day. One day the man will just sit there and say, you are very serious in it. He will ask you questions and see the best way to help you. Like the woman that helped me, he said, I knew 6 months cannot take you far, but because I see you are very positive to yourself, and promise me that if I no matter the stress you undergo, you will not drop out of the school. I said, I will not drop. I said, if you cannot even pass at all, at least you will be gauging all at the petrol station. It's plus for you. That is how that woman gave me that bidon shine, good shine. What is it? How did you call it just now, sir? Voucher. That is how that woman gave me that voucher. But just for me to encourage myself, I went to her again. He said, okay, you know what I will do? When you close from your school, I will take you to another school where one teacher will be facing you every day. What you have done in the school will be explaining it to you in English. I will leave 4 o'clock there. I will from there drive come straight. I don't have car by then to another school, 6 o'clock till 8 o'clock. So even though the situation you are passing through at this moment is not the end, just to keep on fighting it and know what you want. And that is the only way. That is the best advice I can give us, please.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. The advice is indeed priceless. Yeah. Ifejora, you also want to speak, so I'm giving you permission to talk right now, to ask your question.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I was a student of economics from Mariupol State University. I just started actually, but coming to Germany here, I tried to see if I could get a school, but I saw the process was very complicated. So then someone told me about Ausbildung. I've done a very extensive research on my own. I also through some of these Zoom meetings and some seminars I have attended about Ausbildung, and I want to go into IT because while I was in Nigeria, I had an experience in IT for like 1.5 years. I delved into IT, but not 100%. I did it and I just worked a little bit just for a few months before I left it. This was about some, like, let me say 5 years ago. I left IT totally, and I did other things, before I came to Ukraine. So now I've seen that IT field, and it's something that I loved doing then before I left it. So, but now I've seen that there's a very, really, really, really possibility in the IT field, and I'm trying to go into it now. Like, in fact, I've gone to so many places to apply for Ausbildung, but all they tell me is they need someone who speaks good German up to B2 level or so.
Yes.
So,
yes.
and I've been learning German language. I mean, okay, I'm almost entering A2 level now. I don't know. What I want to ask is which I noticed that there are two different kinds of Ausbildung, because some companies I went to ask that require that I pay, while some others are the ones that pay me. So which one is better? Because even if it's for me to pay, I don't even see that happening like that, because I mean most of them are really, really expensive, and that money is not really easy to come by at this point in time. But if I go for an Ausbildung and maybe that I pay for, is it also the same with the one that pays me? Will I get the same results?
Okay, what I will say, anyone you do that, you write exam and you get your certificate, and is that certificate they will ask of anywhere you want to go and work. I don't know if the one that is paying you, if you were able to, why do they call it dual studies? Will they send you to, as you are working with them, 2 days in a week, they will send you to Beruf, like technical school of Beruf Schule, to go and do the study in there. So if that one is not inclusive, that one is not, I don't think that is what is needed. The one you can do, you will write the exam. Then if you have that certificate, that one qualifies you to work anywhere in the world, not even only Germany.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, Ifediora, if I may add, there is an institute in Berlin called Digital Career Institute. They have a crash program for student refugees from Ukraine, third nationals. I posted it in our forum, and I was at their information events, I think it was on Tuesday, and you were not there. They explain what you could do. They have different training programs, and they have an agreement with the job center right now, starting with Job Center Berlin Süd, whereby if you go and they assess you as capable of undergoing the training, the job center will issue the voucher. So
yes, okay.
And they will train you. So they are training people now to become Amazon. I think what is it called again? I think Amazon Web Assistant or something like that. They are cloud managers. People working in cloud management. So they have an intensive 3-month course. This 3-month course, if they admit you to that 3-month course, automatically your resident permit will be extended beyond 31st of August to cover the period of the training. And after the training, you'll be given some time to look for work. And according to the institute, they said, in fact, the entry salary for people doing that job is about 39,000 euros, which means you automatically qualifies for blue card. That's what they call the blue card. The blue card is like a resident work permit that is valid all over the European Union. So it is very interesting. I will provide more information about this in the WhatsApp group and also in the Telegram group, so that you can also pursue that lead. Big opportunities, a 3-month intensive course, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. And but at the end of the 3 months, you have to write an exam, and then you qualify. Let me just be very sure. so that I can be very sure about the digital. So you become a AWS consultant. So this is a Amazon Web Service consultant. That is what it's called. This Amazon Web Service consultant means people who manage, Amazon Web Services consultant, AWS. They are cloud practitioner. They are people, today, every company doesn't need to have their own server, because Amazon has a very gigantic server serving companies across the world. So companies need technicians, specialists who can manage their data on Amazon Cloud. So that is what qualification you get. And then, so it's very interesting. So we'll talk about that later in the forum.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, so do we still have anyone with questions? Any area you need clarity on? You either drop it or you ask directly. Someone says if they can be added to the WhatsApp group. Is there a way we can get the link to the WhatsApp group? You mentioned WhatsApp group. There's an invite link. Okay, so while we're trying to get that, do we still have any more questions? Anyone with any question? Okay, in the absence of none, so Engineer Rabo, you have been giving us so many snippets, but I would like you to still help us round off with, some deep words of encouragement and great advice that you have for us.
Okay. What I will tell my brothers and sisters here, it takes courage to do dual training, vocational trainings, because there are a lot of stress involved. And any work you are doing in Germany, there is a language I always say, it is the lazy man that do the hardest job. What do I mean by that? When I was going to school, I saw some people, they'll say there is snow outside, they will cover with their blanket, they will be sleeping. But today, if I leave my house, it's warm. I enter my car, it's warm. Where I'm walking, it's warm. But these three people now, some of them are not able to get even a car for themselves because they did not work for it. It means, as at the time, I was trying to find my path, they were lazy, sleeping. But now, most of them, they see if they want to work and they don't have anything to work with. They will go to Lager and be working, whereby a small boy will be inside glass house on top and be looking them down, use the telephone to control them. So I know it's difficult. Please, let's try. Especially you have an organization like this that is directing us. I think we should please make use of the opportunity. And as I also say, language is a barrier. I talk now, you hear me, you're able to ask questions. Even if you get this something because it's English, it's not, they are not going to teach you in English. Sometimes it might be stressful to us, but don't let it, just know it's going to be difficult. And all you will be asking yourself, what can I do to make it? And when you know this, you will not have a problem. And thirdly, racism. Whether you like it or not, when you are maybe the small boys you are going to be inside class with, they will be laughing you. Sometimes you speak the Dutch is not good, they will be laughing you. Even in my class, they will be asking me, how do I come this country? I'll say, I swim, enter here. They will be laughing. Because what I told myself is that anything you say, I will not even let it bother me because I know what I'm looking for. Then if you are talking, I say, I'm already a black man. Yes, I'm a black man. What do you want to say again? So don't say, oh, because small people talk to me like this, and you will be feeling bad about it. Just know it's part of the something. So, and again, where you work depends the salary you will get. Some people, maybe they just get one job, they can say they pay 1.5, but maybe if you try harder, the same work you do here that you get 1.5, you do it at another big company, you can earn more. So, but I encourage us to please not just fold our hands, do something, and naturally, when you are able to pass through all these hurdles and you get a steady job, you get an unlimited contract, is there you will enjoy what all you think you lost, you will get it under 2 years. Go to a bank, you have unprefixed any amount you say you want, they can borrow you. So the opportunity is here. And most of us, we think we were in Ukraine before, and now we find ourselves here. Don't regret it. Just know, God knows why I'm here. And if you make use of that opportunity, say, okay, I'm in this land, I will make it. I tell you, you will not regret it. So this is what I will encourage my brothers and sisters to say. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, sir. I mean, for the organizers, we have a suggestion here, someone stating that you should please have a part 2 of this so that they can give, they can ask more questions from the progress and also give their feedback. So I believe there's a group that you can join. I'm not sure if, sir, do you have any, I know there's supposed to be a link, but do you have any information about joining the group? I believe there is a group chat.
Yeah, there is, but I can't post it. I've sent it to Mr. Ogun. I want Mr. Ogun to post it in the chat.
Okay.
You know, there's a link to join the WhatsApp group.
Okay, all right, thank you very much.
I've sent it by WhatsApp to Mr. Ogun now. You should just put it in the chat, in the webinar
okay,
chat.
So there's a link for you to join the group, and I'm sure that information will be dropped on the group chat. So thank you all so much for joining, and I'll quickly add over to the president of NIDO Germany, part of the organizers for this great initiative, to help give a round of speech in absence of questions. So, sir, over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ms. Fane. It's been a very interesting session, and thank you very much, Engineer Rabo. Thank you for taking your time to be with us tonight and explain to our people. We are there to continue to support, and we'll do our best. We pray that the conditions are made more, made easier for the continuation of your studies here in Germany, as well as for those who want to do training, so that the war will not disrupt your life's plan. You know, like Engineer Rabo said, it's an opportunity. You are in Germany. You went to Ukraine now. Circumstances have put you here. Look for the best that you can make out of the situation. Don't regret. Regret is not an option. It doesn't help. You know, self-pity, like Germans say, is always the choice of the lazy man. So just keep pushing and say, okay. And you are lucky. Germany is a place where there are boundless opportunities. And so I wish. Okay, so once again, Engineer Irabo, thank you for joining us. It's been, maybe we are still going to call on you again, please. You know, so
because, I'm available, sir. I'm available.
Yeah, because
yes,
the Ausbildung offers a great opportunity for personal development and also a way out of this current situation. And I think our people should explore the opportunity, you know, that
yes,
it presents. So once again, thank you to everybody for being part of the event tonight. And then until next time, thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye, sir.
All right, thank you all so much. And it was indeed an informative session, and I'm sure that we have all been impacted one way or the other. So I wish everybody well, and every time we hear from each other, it will be good news of you all being settled in Germany. So thank you all, and I wish us a beautiful evening. Bye.
Bye-bye.